You heard us on the radio, you seen us on tour, now we on TV.
That's right, give it up for the turntable wizard, Marty G.
One nation.
Get ready for the Science Lab of Grand Hank.
Now let me tell you how. First of all, we have to define what science means. It is defined as a logical process that's based upon hypotheses, theories, and experimentations. Sounds simple enough, right? But then there's quantitative and qualitative analyzation for identification and confirmation of the observation for compilation, so that we have the correct interpretation of the information for consolidation of a scientific publication to help us better our situation. Science is related to everything we do and say, from the cars we drive to the clothes we wear, whether we'll have straight or kinky hair. Yet science is still misunderstood. Many think it's bad, but science is good.
Anybody can be a scientist. Anybody can be a scientist.
To be a scientist or a true jack of a trade, you have to first go to school and get good grades. And second, you can't be afraid of hard work. When it comes to science, you learn that first.
Give it up for my man, the entrepreneur, the businessman, and most importantly, he's a scientist, Grand Hank.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the Science Lab of Grand Hank, where each week we take science to a new level by making it exciting, entertaining, and fun. And folks, we have partnered for the first time. We have brought science and music together on one show. We have them in the building. They represent Power 99 FM. Hot Boys, please represent.
Mikey Dread.
Uncle O. Now, next up, we have the turntable wizard, Marty G's is in the building. Marty, please represent.
Marty G's Science Lab of Grand Hank. Let's go.
We need our lab notebooks. Hot Boys, do you have your lab notebook or you're in position?
We in position.
We locked in.
The Hot Boys have their lab notebooks. DJ Marty G's, do you have your lab notebook? Are you ready to do some science?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Marty has his book. Hot Boys, take it away.
Okay, safety tip number 1. Always conduct experiments under the supervision of a teacher or an adult. All accidents should be reported to a teacher or an adult immediately, no matter how minor the accident.
In this particular lab, we're going to do an experiment where we're going to show a rainbow of color, a myriad of colors, by adding in 7 solid samples and then adding in a liquid to it. It should really produce a beautiful array of colors, which will then lead us to more understanding about acids, bases, and indicators. We're going to do what's called a clock reaction. Now, that's a big word. Marty G's, clock that reaction.
All right. Clock reaction is a reaction characterized by an initial period with no noticeable change, followed by a sudden change, commonly in the color of the solution.
Hot Boys, what's the science factor?
Science factor of the day. How is pH defined and what does pH measure?
If you look here on my table, you see that we have a myriad of things. Let's look at those materials and let me roll through those. All right, so we're going to need isopropyl alcohol, formaldehyde, 37%. If you notice here, we have 7 Erlenmeyer flasks. They are 500 mLs each, and I have taken 1 gram sample of each of these mixtures, and there are 7 different mixtures here, and each mixture is going to produce a different color based on the combination of chemicals that are involved in it. So what I want to do first to set this up is we're going to take these pre-measured samples of 1 gram, and we're going to just add them right into the 500 ml Erlenmeyer. So this is number 1. That's 1 gram. Hot Boys and Marty G's, I need a prediction on what color do you think this is going to change? We got 7 colors. Give me one of those colors, please, Hot Boys.
Yellow.
Yellow for number 1.
Blue.
Blue. Marty G's.
Green.
All right, let's do our quick piece here. Let me add in. I'm going to try to roll through these things kind of quickly.
I see some purple.
He sees purple. All right, did anybody indicate that initially for the first one?
Negative.
Thank you. All right. So, all right. So, let's look at number 3. Hot Boys, what do you have for number 3? What do you think?
Green.
Red.
See, we have red, orange, yellow, green, blue,
And violet.
violet. So let's begin to observe here a beautiful array of colors, and we're going to talk about the chemistry, talk a little bit about the science that has unfolded here. Tell us about this particular reaction that we've just run.
Well, Grand Hank, in this clock reaction, formaldehyde reacts with the sulfite ions to form hydroxymethyl sulfonate ions and hydroxide ions. Back to you,
All
Grand
right,
Hank.
now let's take a look at what he talked about on paper. Let's take a look at this equation. Let's look at this reaction, and let's see what he's talking about here. Now, he talked about a situation where we had a formaldehyde, which is here. We reacted that with the sulfite ions. So we reacted these two, and that gave us the hydroxymethyl sulfonate ion, and we also have the hydroxide ions out here. So that's what he was talking about in this reaction. That's what we wanted to get across.
7 colors of the final solution are a result of the different combinations of these 3 indicators: phenolphthalein, thymolphthalein, and metanitrophenol.
How we connect this piece to the real world. This is how we do it. Acids give a tart taste to many foods and beverages, including fruit drinks and soda. Now, basic solutions such as soapy water feel smooth and slippery. So those are some of the applications of acids and bases in this case. Now, let's answer the science factor for today.
pH stands for power of hydrogen. It is a measure of hydrogen ion concentration in a solution.
Let's give our students some additional research.
Okay, discussion topic number 1. What is the name of the pH of the acid in our stomach?
Name 3 acids and 3 bases along with their pH values.
All right, this was a dynamic show. We got a real great look at some different combinations of indicators. Remember, knowledge is power. Anybody can be a scientist, including you.